And I want to show you guys why I'm very high on this team. I just mentioned it, if you guys are paying attention to me. But there's a team out there in Blacksburg. I'm actually going to be at this game. I can't wait. Georgia Tech's going to play them this year. I'm excited to see this team in person. But VT, they're going to be good, y'all. Virginia Tech is going to be a good damn team next year. All right? And the reason I say that is they've completely revamped this roster, right? This is not the Kyron Drones show anymore. They've completely revamped the roster. And when you look at the coaching staff, they bring over former Georgia Tech's head running backs coach to serve in the same role for them. We've seen what he was able to get out of that running back room when he was there. Then you brought in Brent Pry. I don't know how in the hell you did it if you coach Franklin, but it just goes to show you the pool of what he can do and what he has, because the fact that he got fired by VT and now he's coming in as a coach and a coordinator, that is crazy to me. But I think this team aligns, and I think this team is going to be very damn good. I got them between 9 and 10 wins because they flipped. First off, they flipped the recruiting class. They had like a bottom tier. It was like in the hundreds. He flipped that to a top 25 recruiting class. Not saying all freshmen are going to play, but to flip the class like that and pretty much flip all your Penn State players, oh, I'll tell y'all what, it's crazy. And he had a top 4 class in the ACC when it came to the portal, right? These some of the additions, right? We're not going to mention the long snappers and things like that, but they didn't play around in the portal, right? You went and got you a speedster, a guy that can do some damage, Keyshawn Brown. That's going to be massive for VT, right? And then quarterback Ethan Gronkmeyer, right? Obviously, if he emerges as a starter, right? That's a good weapon to have on the outside. Pair him with a Tyser Denmark, another player that can play obviously at a high level. Right? Then you look at the defensive line with the edge rushers. You got Cortez Harris, Malachi Williams. Those guys get after the passer. And one mark for Virginia Tech has been really good. They've always had a pretty good defensive line, right? Always had that. Now you add 2 more guys out of the portal that can help with that from Penn State. That's going to do a lot of damage for them, right? And then, like I said, Ethan Gronkmeyer is a guy I think has a lot of potential, right? Didn't get a chance to play. It was behind Drew Aller. Now he's going to get that shot to play for VT, right? Luke Reynolds is expected to be that next heir apparent from Tyler Warren. Remember the talks going into from this offseason was like, yo, he's that guy. Didn't quite pan out how we wanted it to, but now he gets to come over with Gronkmeyer, and both of them can prove themselves. That's massive, man. You know what I'm saying? So I think they did a really good job. When you break down the portal, you break down the pieces they added. You know what I'm saying? They got a quarterback of the future in Bryce Baker if he can be patient enough, right? They added some really good cornerbacks. Jacquez White, you know what I'm saying? Pretty good cornerback. Cam Chadwick. Like, they got players that can play. So I'm telling y'all, I'm putting my money on James Franklin and the Virginia Tech Hokies. I ain't saying they're going to win the ACC championship. I ain't saying they finna make college football playoff. But this team's going to be good, and they're going to shock a lot of people. So you see one of them you want to, you do a little preseason poll, and oh, well, Virginia Tech, 9, 10. Okay, now, I'm telling y'all, AT going to surprise some folks. You know what I'm saying? We did it last year. We hyped up Clemson, right? We hyped up Miami rightfully so. We hyped up Florida State, right? We hyped up Louisville, right? Louisville had a solid year, 4-4, 9-4, obviously in overall, right? We crapped on teams like Wake Forest, who had a really good year, went 9-4 this past year, won the Duke Mayo Bowl as well. You just never know. You just never know. And this feels like this is the team that can shock some people, that can make some noise. So I'm in on VT. This is my surprise team. You're hearing this first January 28th, 7:45 p.m. I'm high on VT. I think VT gonna make some noise next year. You know what I'm saying? Surprise some people. Similar to what we've seen with GT, right? GT last year, can you take that step forward, right? They were 7-6, 7-6, went 9-4, nearly got a 10th win, right? They was out physically, and they was doing their thing as BYU. We're far from that 10th win. I think VT's gonna do the same thing. So this is my surprise team when it comes to next season. I think VT is gonna be very good. They'll shock some people. Did a really good job in that transfer portal. I think they're going to be so there you have it.